Fourth grade into math lesson 10.3. Generate multiples using factors. I can determine whether a number is a multiple of another number and generate lists of multiples. Step it out. Anna is making orange juice ice pop. She needs 4 fluid ounces of juice for each ice pop. Which of these cartons should Anna buy so she can use all the juice to make ice pop? Okay, so a multiple is product of 2 factors, right? Okay, so, or we've also said, you know, like the multiples of 4 are 4, 8, what, 12, 16, 20, okay, so those are multiples as well. So decide whether or not 4 is a factor of each of the numbers. Tell how you know. So is 10 divisible by 4? Is 4 a multiple, or is 10 a multiple of 4? No. So no. And what would you have left over? You would have what? No. Oh. You'd have no. And then your answer would be what? 2 remainder 2, right? Okay. What about 12? Is it a multiple of 4? Yes. What about 32? Is it a multiple? Or, oh, hold on real quick. What is 12 divided by 4? 3, right? Okay. Is 32 a multiple of 4? Yes. And then what times 4 gets me 32? 8. Is 59 a multiple of 4? Because we know 4 times 12 is what? 48. And any multiple of 4 has to be what? Even number, right? Okay. So no. And then what would it be? It'd be, let's see. 4 goes into 5 one time. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring down the 9. How many times does 4 go into 19? 4 times. With the remainder of 3. Identify the choices that are multiples of 4. Since 4 is the factor of the numbers, what?
12 and 32.
What did we say yes to? 12 and 32. Then the numbers, what? 12 and 32 are multiples of 4. Solve the problem. Anna should buy the cartons with how many? 12 or 32 fluid ounces. Step it out. Number 2. Anna's mold makes 6 ice pops. How many ice pops will she make if she fills the mold 1 to 5 times? So find the first 5 multiples of 6. Multiply 6 by each number of molds. Okay? So mold 1. So in mold 1, she have 1 times 6, which is what? Which is 6. 2 molds, and there's 6 in each mold, so 2 times 6 is 12. 3 molds, there's 6 in each mold, so 3 times 6 is 18. 4 molds, there's 6 in each, so 4 times 6 is 24. 5 molds, there's 6 in each, so 5 times 6 is 30. Letter B, you can also use skip counting to find multiples. So count by 6s 5 times. So we just talked about that, right? So we would go 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. Okay? So if Anna fills the mold 1 to 5 times, she will make 16, what? Or not 16, sorry, 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30 ice pops. Check for understanding. Circle the multiples of 3. So if I started at 3, I would say what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Join a circle. Yeah. 21, 24. So that skips 23, right? 27. So that skips 25. Okay, 27, 30, 33, 36. Number 2, write the first 5 multiples of 5. So what do we start with? 5. Then what? 10, 15, 20, 25. Number 3. The number on Sydney's soccer jersey is a multiple of 8. Which of these jerseys could be Sydney's? Right? So where am I going to start? 8. So 8, 16, 24. 24. What comes next? 32. So that skips 18, right? 32. What comes next? 40. So that skips 36. 40. What comes next? 48. What comes next? 56. And what comes next? 64. So 24 and 64. On your own, number 4. There are 4 quarters and a dollar. Which stacks of quarters have whole dollar amounts as the total? Show or explain how you know. Okay, so what would we need to find of 4s? What have we been learning about? Multiples of 4. Okay, so let's list our multiples of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, okay, so those are our 12 multiples of 4, or up to 12 multiples, right? And we have kept going on and got like 13, 14, 15. Yes, we could have. Okay, so which of those stats match any of those numbers that we wrote? Does 48? Yep. Does 30? No. 16? 14? No. Okay, how do we know that 30 and 14 would not be equal dollars? Because those two are not multiples of 4. So if you took 30 divided by 4, you would get a what? A remainder, right? If you took 14 divided by 4, you would get a remainder. So you would not get an even dollar amount, correct? Okay, so us talking about it and then showing that will be good enough for explanation. Circle the answers. Number 5. Which of the following are multiples of 5? Okay, so let's see them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Good stuff. You have to circle too. So 35, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, number 6. Which of the following are multiples of 6? So we're going to start with what, guys? 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Oh, circle 36. 36. What's next? 42. What's next? 48. Next? 54. 60. 66. 72. And then we're done there, right? Yeah. Find the first 5 multiples of the number. Write multiplication equations to show they are multiples. So the first 5 of 2 are, now they have the 2 there, but can I just not write 2? I have to write it, right? Because that's the first multiple. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this first one would be what? 2 times 1 equals 2. What about the next one? 2 times 2 equals 4. Next one, 2 times 3 equals 6. Next one, 2 times 4 equals 8. And the last one is 2 times 5 equals 10. Now, how did I pick the numbers for the equation? So 2 is represented in every one of them. Why? Because we're finding the multiples of 2, right? And then Why did it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the next numbers? Because those are the first multiple, second multiple, third multiple, fourth, fifth, and so on, right? Okay, for 8 and 9, we went ahead and wrote out our multiples and then our multiplication equations as well. Number 10, attention precision. Tennis balls are sold in containers as shown. How many tennis balls are in 1 to 5 containers? So how many are in that container?
3.
3. So we need to start with what? 3 is our multiples, right? So 3, what's next? 6, 9, 12, 15. Is that 5 container or canister? Yeah. And what's my label?
Tennis balls.
Tennis balls. On your own, number 11. Tina bathes her dog Jasper every 9 days. The last time Jasper got a bath was December 31st, which is marked with an X on the calendar. On which days in January will Jasper get a bath? Okay, so what are we going to do? So we're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So what's the next multiple of 9? 18. What's the next one? 27. And what's the next multiple of 9? 36, but there is no 36 on the calendar, right? So what days? January 9th, 18th, and 27th, right? Complete to show the first 6 multiples of 6. So 6, what? 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay? Number 13, complete to show the first 6 multiples of 7. What do we start with? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Number 14, eggs are packaged in cartons like this. Explain whether 48 or 46 eggs would fill a whole number of cartons. So what would we do? We would find the multiples of 6, right? So 6, 12, what's next? 18, 24, 30, 36. Next? 48. So which one? So 48, right? Because 48 is a multiple of 6. So that would give you a whole set full. Number 15, find the first 6 multiples of 4, then find the first 6 multiples of 8. What pattern do you notice between the 2 sets of multiples? What can you conclude about the multiples of 8? So we wrote the multiples for 4 and 8. When we circled the ones that were similar on the multiples for 4, you skipped every other one that was in common. So we know that 8 is twice as much as 4. Okay, number 16. Phil says that a number always has more multiples than it has factors. Do you agree? And explain why. Okay, because usually factors are only what? Can you only have a limited amount of factors? Yes. Can multiples continue to keep going and going and going? Yes. Okay, so factors are limited, multiples are continuous, right?